Big up everyone. Welcome to the HubSpot and another edition of the week that was like I should like call it another edition because it's off and on, but again, it's another edition of key takeaways. And today we'll just be dissecting to an extent the game between United and Wolves. Just to understand some of the I see there are several concerns though from a fan perspective. I have my own my own outlook on the game again on how what I take from the game and basically the positive I actually see from the game. For me, it's more of a positive. It's a negative we lost, but I think we're trying to find the positive from that game. I think I took some positives from that game. So I'll be dissecting that game with Drex here, with me. Drex, how you doing?
Yo, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good.
That is good. That is good. It's been honestly, it's been a while. We've had this show. Hopefully, we can get some consistency next season. This season has been off and on as everyone got busy.
Man
Everyone,
says hopefully. We hope to
yeah, we
get
hope, right? Because everyone
yeah.
got busy right then. It's more like, okay, where do I fit this in? And sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
it takes a bit of time during your change in routine to try to what I call come back to kind of a consistency, create a space for what you have to do. Hopefully, we can actually get that going next season. So, Drex, what was your thoughts on the game? Let's talk about this.
Big up, Danny. How you doing, bro?
Big up, Danny.
Oh yeah, for me, my days is it was a game of lack of quality. I know a lot of people were. It felt like a lot of people were sad. You and I were talking just before backstage, like what were they expecting and what's not. I know it's not a good feeling when your team loses, lost a game. Sorry, but for me, it was more of we lost to a brilliant free kick. A brilliant. We saw what Bruno Fernandes did in terms of the free kick. I can't remember who it was. Right, I think yeah, I don't know who it was, but I know we were playing a game and I could remember the Temba was saying if Bruno Fernandes scored this, I would give him the best player in the world. And, and the man said, you know, I hold my beer, and he scored. So it's those are the it's for me it's a fine margin, right? That was a very beautiful free kick by Sarabia. That was a very but now looking at United, three things I could take as key takeaways for me was Amos was good. I don't know if it was because the stakes weren't that high, but he was good. He could cross. He could actually know when to cross and when to pass. Another thing I noticed is this is a recurring theme right now. It's our final third is the problem. You can have two. Our XG for that game. Guess how much it was at the end of the game? I know people don't pay attention to it.
I don't, I
1.4.
don't.
That of Wolves was 0.21. We had 12 attempts on goal, 2 on target. It's poor. Conversion rate is poor. This has been happening since last season or even towards the end of Eric Ten Hag's first season.
Yeah.
Right. So it's poor. They need and I know a lot of people are having sticks on giving the weapon to what's his name? The young Danish striker, Rasmus Højlund, right?
Okay.
It's not the guys, it's not the boys' fault. Everybody just is looking for somewhere to put their frustration, to peg it in. But it's not Rasmus's fault, in my opinion. It's the club. You can't go into you can't have a 19, 20-year-old run the show of a club the size of Manchester United. So, like what Danny is saying, that we're not taking our chance, man. We're not taking our chances. It feels like we just felt okay. The game would, as long the game was, and those kind of game that will never end. It felt like they just felt 90 minutes wouldn't come. They would, keep getting. There's situations where Rasmus would be on good position. They won't find him in time. There was a time they even found him. He couldn't connect with the ball. It's so many things that just too many disconnect. One thing that has actually kept us, if I say kept us in this season, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, Drex, what are you talking about? We're 13th in the league or 14th in the league, but you're saying kept us in the season." is the defense, man. The defense. I know when I say the defense, right, has kept us a bit because, and they were solid again on the weekend. Like I said, it just happened that that free kick was a good one. I actually saw Onana fly, like Onana actually was flying to see if he could reach the ball. It's one of them free kicks that, like the one that Declan Rice put past Couture. The first one, not so much the second one. The first one that went past the wall, and bro, there's nothing you could do with those kind of free kicks, right? So for me, it was just a game of lack of quality in the final third. First half, we should have been 2 goals up. I was expecting Wolves to come out knowing fully whether the group was mixed with youth, and this was good to see. It was good to see. Was good to see the manager give that guy, that young defender,
Is it something sin?
yeah, give
Looking
him
his name, yeah.
give him
Let me
his
look
his,
for his name.
his debut, right? Amas getting time, Kobe getting time. These are young kids, bro. Let's not kid ourselves. I know Kobe was in the team last season, but these are 20-year-old, players.
Yeah.
They're just getting into the Premier, just getting to know what the Premier League is all about. So I was expecting Wolves to be like, you know what, this is not the full-blown United team, but they didn't show that, So, but again, it was a good game. Shame we lost, but the problems are there in our faces. The problems are there in everybody's. If the fans, if you and I can actually see that, how much more the people up top, the Vivel, the Baradas, So
Yeah. I agree with you. Big up just skinny 17. Big up yourself. Just to go through some of the comments from Danny. He says we are not taking our chances. We are not taking our chances. Really been killing us. That I agree. It's going on since last
been
season.
going on
I
since.
think even prior to last season, I think we score very less. Very what it called, not a lot of goals.
At first, it was a chance creation problem.
Yeah.
Then I think we kind of fixed that last season.
Yeah.
But it was taking the chances. Tesh, you remember how we were screaming and crying and talking about be clinical, kill this game off. Like the Lyon game. Garnacho sat the defender down 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
those are the things. Those are the things we're talking about.
Yes,
3-0 and Lyon. There's no hope. 3-0 and there's no hope. Even if they do rally around to get one like they did, get two like they did, but there's no hope. 3-0, that even puts the momentum more in you. So it like Danny is saying, it's been a recurring, it's been running for a long time, and it needs to be fixed, bro. It needs to be fixed.
Honestly, I agree with you again. Amos was excellent. Honestly, I agree. I'll get to Amos shortly. The lead is a huge loss. Hopefully, we'll be ready for Athletic Bilbao. And what they call it says Eric Ten Hag loved Fredrickson up until he got that bad injury. He had an injury? I didn't know.
Yeah.
And lastly, what they call just skinny say we also have Diego Leon coming. Yes, I actually forgot that we have him, but I think he's going back on loan, right?
No. I think once their season ends, he comes to us. But I think it's like what Danny is saying. I think he will go into the academy first. I believe he will go into there just the same way Obi went into the academy. He's going to go into the academy first. Kone went into the academy. They will go into the academy first to try to get to know the system, So, big up yourself. Just skinny 17. I even forgot we had one player like that coming in.
Leon, we had him coming. So I think
if we had Leon, why did we even go get this
Dogu?
But let me give Dogo is just
no. So
let me give Dogo time.
No, but I don't see an issue with Dogo though. So let me tell you,
Dogo's problem right now is he has a concentration problem.
So I think, so I was going to. So you know what's happening here, Ryan? I think that's what was happening at United, right? You know how you probably come to a place, for example, when Cristiano Ronaldo came to United, he put United. It's not about the experience though. It's about the quality you meet there. You meet certain quality that you want to raise your standard to that quality. Now, Dogu has come in, right? The quality is not there. It's not like, who am I? As in, you're benchmarking yourself lower than what they call, like, for example, let me say, for example, I come in, I'm a free kick taker, I come to United, right? And Bruno's free kick accuracy is, let's say, only 20%. Right? That's where he converts. And I'm like, if I can get 25%, I'm just above Bruno. But you come to a team whereby someone's free kick accuracy is like, I'm just giving this is an example. No, someone's free kick accuracy is, let's say, 40 or 80%. Shit, I have to get like 85 to beat this guy, right? So I think we don't have, like, that's why you see once players come, they tend to what they call either stale or reduce. Because the quality to help you who you're benchmarking against is not high.
Okay, Tesh. Okay, why would you want to come into a team, right? And why would you want to come into a team and go below the benchmark? Why don't you want to come? Wait, listen. Why don't you want to come into a team and let everybody be like, okay, this guy that we got is the real deal. He has set the benchmark high. So every other person in the team has to meet up. Because now, like we look at it, Dogu is a starter right now.
Yes. I'm
not saying it's a bad player. I'm just using him as an example. It's a starter. You come into a team, you're a starter, and you're like, you know what? Like you said, okay, let me go with the example you give. Set piece, 20%. And Dogu comes, and a player comes in, and he takes a set piece, maybe a free kick, bam, back of the net. They give him another one. Keeper makes a save. They give him a third one, back of the net. And Bruno is looking at him like, yo, I used to be the one taking this thing. This guy now eventually has come in to set it.
So look at what Danny B said. That's where I was going to go next. Mazwari is an example of what they call setting, what they call is a standard. But you know why? Because he came from a team of high standard. So
but he has maintained it.
Exactly, because he has maintained, because how old is Mazi?
Mazi's 27.
You see, at that stage in their career, they don't drop below. They're basically maintaining. Dogu came from a small team. He's 20 years old. He doesn't have that, what they call, he doesn't have that experience to create. His team is not like a strong team. That's why you see the Delete coming in. Delete is doing well. Because why? There is a standard they hold themselves up to. Mazi and Delete, notice they don't care about the media. They come in, play their ball, boom. And that's it. So like, to those guys, they've played with people of standard. Who has this guy played against?
To Dogu.
Dogu, yes. Who has he played with?
Okay, with, or if you say against, he has played against the likes of
but who has he played with? So someone like Dogu, I guarantee you, right? I know coming in, but to me, Dogu I feel is too raw. He makes certain decisions where I agree with you. It has poor concentration, but you need someone yelling at him at all time. Guy, put your head in the game. You need someone.
I agree with you on this one.
You need someone tell him, right? Guy, Dogu, once you get there, don't cross. See, you know how many times Garnacho will take a shot. I guarantee you, if this the Postco's, Roy Keane, even Rooney, they are dead. Like, are you normal? Right. So it's like they see what they call. They see, okay, if they see if I score, I become the hero. Then they continue with that. That's why for me, the coach and the leaders on the pitch need to correct them. Now, Bruno, how can Bruno correct someone when he does the same? Now, Bruno's an excellent player, though, right? But Bruno basically takes shots, right? So like, oh, Bruno, you take your let me take my own too. If Bruno is tidy, Bruno can tell Garnacho, do not do that again. You have to recycle the ball. I'll give you an example. I think you recall when Arsene Wenger was at Arsenal. One time they said no shooting, right? You have to pass that ball. Players will shoot. Wenger will tell me, are you mad? I say pass the ball. So I think that should come what they call from the manager and also be what they call be upheld on the pitch. But it's not being upheld. Who is doing that? Let me say only Bruno. But I think, like, you know how many times what's his name? Hoyland has screamed at what they call Garnacho. Garnacho feels like you scream, nothing will happen.
True though, true. Because if you
So,
scream, if a striker is screaming for the ball, and the player that is being screamed at is looking at the bench, and the manager is not telling him something,
yes,
he will be like, okay, just keep screaming.
yes. It's like it doesn't care. Last laugh will go settle, we'll go laugh after, right? So it's like sometimes even that's why I say sometimes we don't have to be friends on that pitch, even on a team. But just do your job. You don't do your job, man. You get put for what they call for on the training ground. It happens. See,
I agree
one
with
of the
this.
reason. What are you saying?
He's saying Garnacho needs to, because on the right there's no temptation to want to cut in and
shoot with his left.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one.
The goal we scored against what they call it against Leon.
He was on the right now.
Right. Yes. Because it's not. It doesn't know how to what they call that callback and shoot. It's not. It's left foot is not strong. So for me, there's like, but we shouldn't be like that. Should be it should be what they call instruction based. Like whether you are right or left, you only take a shot when you know okay you are sure. Do you know some players? I can guarantee some players that ball, Ronaldo, that ball Garnacho caught by Garnacho dribble that defender.
Messi.
Some players will still pass that ball.
Some people will pass the ball to an M to the oncoming Erasmus.
To oncoming. And I'll tell you one thing now. That's where the mindset is different. Look at that same ball and look at again. I'm comparing a great though, but it's just a mindset I'm talking about him. Comparing a great. Look at the goal we scored against Arsenal when Ronaldo, Park, and Rooney were in play in that goal. You remember that goal?
Bro.
Ronaldo was sprinting all the way till the end. He doesn't know if the ball will get there. But it's anticipating that this guy somehow will get it, and if I get them, the ball will come. The same thing, right? Even Garnacho is going. Where are the players? Where are the strikers? Who is running up? Who is trying to know what? Garnacho is up front. Let me run in case there is a mistake. I know Bruno came, but for me, I think Garnacho Bruno was too behind. There was a player beside him. That's a concern. So I think that's why Garnacho, you know what? Let me try and take it.
There was a player. I think there was
Bruno.
Rasmus. It was Bruno. Okay.
Bruno was there, but it was too deep. He could have said pass the ball. I felt it was too deep for Garnacho to actually.
That was not that. Let's not even look at that. That Leon only that was supposed to be a goal.
Yes,
he gave the keeper the eye last though he wanted to go far post, but he tries to whip it in on the near post. Bro, that's the ball you just pass. If it was Kobe Maino, that's good.
But it's the techniques are different. Like that's why for me, you have to understand your strength, right? True. If Garnacho knows, okay, and honestly, there are times you be on the go, right? I think Garnacho also what killed him. The confidence also killed him. I'll lie to you, because if he's confident, right, you have time to breathe and pick your spots, and you will pick it and the goal go enter. If you guys, if I'm bad at finishing, I'm waiting for that man running. I'm looking who the hell is running here, because I know if I cut you go back, I'm giving you the ball to score an empty net. So you have to understand your strength. So for me, let's break down this game first on Wolves. For Wolves, though, what I see is that we played well. I see we controlled the game to a Wolves side that had won before now, four games. Now it's 5 now.
4. Okay,
5. 4 before at won 4 games. They have strong momentum, right? So remember that basically who has been poor in the Premier League, with players being rested. Now we started what they called with Amas and Fredrickson, which to me basically they played excellently well. Amas, I was actually surprised. One concern I see though, right? What they called wing backs, right? They defend more than attack. I think that's one of the key
issues we have. They are more defenders than attackers.
Yes, you see that's one of the issues we're having. That's why you see we are creating chances, but not enough. I think, right? If those wing backs are up, we'll create more. Then we probably will start scoring, which then will raise what they call the confidence of those in front. I think that's one of the key things. We defend more than attack. I think Amas did a lot. All the praise I think he received was more on the defensive play. He didn't go some good attacking play though, but I think as wing backs, right, we were too deep. And now your wing backs also, I think there should be some level of intelligence and experience. They are basically like actual wingers. like who they can take you one-on-one, and who basically from a finishing standpoint should be at least 70 or 60 over what they call 100. I can't give an Amas if I finish, I'll probably give him a 30 over 100 because I haven't seen him. Dogo I'll probably give the Dogo what 30 over what they call it over 100. So Amas 89 pass rate is natural things is playing in the back. Oh, that's why it's a little too deep. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. He's hesitant, right? So that was one because we control the game, right? But if we push a bit higher, I think we'll get our goals. Because sometimes we create one or two chances, right? We say, "Oh, Rasmus missed," but we need to create them consistently. Peg Wolves at the end of their what you call of their back and keep recycling the ball in there. We don't have those intelligent players yet. Like if you look at them, Sporting Lisbon, right? Those guys, they are wing back. They will hold the ball. Like if three of Una gather them, right? They will still find way to pass that ball to the up. So they will recycle that ball there. They are not getting pressure, but we don't have that yet. Amas is it 18 or 17? We have Dogu, who is 20, who basically to me is still learning his trade. So, like Danny said, we need a natural winger on the right and a regular left back on left. Honestly, so I think we just need what they call that's natural winger. That's why you see. Why do you think Ama does well? Because why? Because he can get up front. He can hold that ball.
Yeah.
He can. His IQ, his technical intelligence, they are high. He can also still defend for you. So he can do both. But that up front is where his strength lies, and the back. So he also what they call he compensates. So you see him, right? His defenders are more scared because it's coming to you. Then the drop back. We don't have that on the what they call on the left. That's why you see if Ahmad comes back, I guarantee you will see the game will change.
Do you reckon if Ahmad come back, maybe Rasmus will start finding form anymore again?
I even when Ahmad was there, I think Rasmus is an issue of confidence and an issue. I think Rasmus made a mistake. That I think he was pissed. If you see that ball where he dribbled that guy and was running, the Rasmus I know will pass that ball to what they call Dogu. But I think it was pissed that no one passes the ball to him. Let me go myself. And to me, that's a poor decision. You are losing. Sure, you are drawing the game. Get a goal first, and let's think of the rest later. Because to me, what's his name? Dogu was way open. Pass the ball. But I think it was pissed that no one passes the ball to him. Let me go and figure it
The truth
myself.
is, nobody passed. Like people will say they passed to him. That one that he didn't connect with. That was one that Garnacho put in. I didn't connect with, right? And I looked at it. And I'm like, man, wasn't expecting Garnacho to pass that ball.
No, but again, that's why I say he should still anticipate it, right, regardless, right? But
no, it's good, 100%. He's good, but there, don't get it wrong. There's a human element in this thing, like you said. There's a possibility that the reason why I didn't pass that ball to Dogu was because, man, what's going on? You know?
Yes.
A striker needs to be selfish a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a time where you've anticipated. You've been making narrow, and it's not coming. And you know the player you're playing with, bro. You know.
and I see people slating. I saw videos of people slating him online, right? And I say, guy, I can show you videos of Haaland missing that ball over and over and over again. Yes, missing that ball over and over, and Haaland missing that kind of ball over and over again. But again, Haaland will miss that ball. I guarantee you, he knows in the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or not chance they come.
Another one is coming.
So it's like what they call it's like a striker is already finding it difficult to score, right? And then you're saying out of 3 chances I give you, at least score 1. When in reality, give her like 6 or 7. Damn. 6 or 7, because he's low in confidence right now. Give him 6 or 7, they let him score. We don't have that. Our wing backs are too deep, right? And that's an issue. Amaro never said it. I think against which he says he don't want his wing back playing like that, but he just has to get dude now. He wants them high up. With that, you will create more chances. So for me, take away in the game, Amas was good defensively. Amaron needs to train him up to guarantee you offensive. But again, we have many left back. We have Amas. We have what they call, we have Dogo. We have Leon, right? Well, so Leon is coming on. Those South American guys, they play with their full heart. Leon might come and say, man, I guys with my shirt ASAP. These guys are not actually giving me a run for my money. If I do one small thing now, they go bench them. They go pick me.
Stop me.
Yes. So he might come and say, man, I want bench this guy real quick, and probably if he can say put again a bit of in your fans, right? Once they see you play well. You're not going to bench again. No. You're playing that ball. You're playing that ball.
Now we did pick the 11 for a coach.
We
are the one picking the starting 11 for the coaches. This guy knows what start. What? Yes, Danny saying Rasmus did the top striker. Danny, this is it. Not this season. This season, even they should have bought Rasmus. They should have bought Rasmus if they knew they were not going to get a senior striker. They should have just let the boy develop at Atalanta, and maybe even buy him and say, you know what, buy him and loan him and give it to Atalanta and say develop him for one season.
I think it was
that should have been the plan. If you knew there was not going to be a hurricane or an experienced striker, why put so much on a 19-year-old?
Yes,
I know people will say, is he not a player? 19 years, what were you doing as a 19-year-old? Well, as a 19-year-old, even if you were making money, did you not get so many things wrong? So I see people say, I'm like, some of you just want to talk. A 19-year-old, 20 years, what were you doing?
See, some people 19-year-old, they just finish high school. Some people. I know like age around 17, 18. Some people 19, they finish high school. Right? They don't even know what they're doing next. Some people say like they just. So I think these guys, right? They've done this all their lives, right? Sometimes if you do this all your life, right, you become like a master in it, an experienced person, regardless of age. So I think Rasmus, right, but what he has done all his life, right, like Danny's saying, he has been in a team that he hasn't seen what they called. He hasn't seen someone do it differently. For example, let me
ask you a question, Tess. Sorry to interject. When he was at Atalanta, was he their main striker?
No, I think he was coming from the bench.
He was coming from the bench.
Yeah.
And United bought him, right? With that same understanding, okay, this guy will not play the whole season, won't shoulder the responsibility. It's going to be an experienced head where he will be drip 20 minutes, 30 minutes, learning from. But the Glazers, in their own wisdom, said, okay, you know what, we spend all this money here, we're not going to buy another quality striker. Now, leaving the fan base so frustrated that they just pour everything on this guy and say, oh, you play for us, you should be delivering. Bro, I look at, fine, the man is not giving anything yet. This is not to defend Rasmus. It's not, he has his own issue. But 1920.
People forget where I see him. I
understand. At 20 years old, Gyökeres was not. At 20 years old,
you know, they're football.
At 20 years old, it was doing nothing.
Yeah.
See, look at the other boy, Ferguson. Everybody has been talking about Ferguson. Ferguson has looked like he's still.
Yes, because I would say one thing. Look at you. One thing that these guys right help them, right? They need to go to different clubs, right? At least go on loan. That's what helps them. Once you stay in one club, right? Because the environment pressure might impact you. You're going somewhere else and coming back, right? Almost gives you okay, I'm new again. I've
learned something different in a different environment.
Yeah. Look, we say Ahmad will chase big men and actually we'll collect the ball. Because he has done it in what they call in the championship. It's going to play with like rough people. Right? He has done it in the championship. He has done it in what they call in the Scottish League. So I think the buying Rasmus for 76 million, I believe, we bought him for. Right? I think that money we say, okay, you can be our top striker. To me, that was a poor decision. Rasmus ideally should be around what they call, should be the price we bought Xerxes.
See, everybody's talking about Delap, Liam Delap. Like I like Delap, right? But I'm just looking at it. At 20 years of age, what was Delap doing? Because Delap is 22 now.
22 now, yes.
22 now is like, because he's playing in the Premier League. I think he used to be a City. Is it City or Chelsea? One of them, right?
Yeah.
At 20 years of age, man wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah.
Gyökeres at 20 years old of age, he wasn't doing anything.
I think people will look at people like Wayne Rooney. These are different talents, Bob. These are different talents. Like
Wayne Rooney, it's a different breed, bro.
These are different.
You can't use it. You can't use Wayne Rooney, right? You can't use him to judge. In 10, there's always that one or two persons that would stand out.
Yeah.
The other Ronaldo, everybody talking about Ronaldo. Ronaldo, we remember, Tesh, we remember clearly how Ronaldo would play Van Nistelrooy offside. Van Nistelrooy be looking at him like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, and people forget that Ronaldo basically, right? What Ronaldo was different was that every year there was an increase to his game. Became better every year.
Not really, and his decision making and his maturity.
Exactly, became better. I think, but
Ronaldo
that's
left the eye. I think Ronaldo left the eye when he came in. I remember in 2 seasons after the second season, he left the eye and went to the we.
Yeah,
he left the eye and went to the we. And when he was playing as a we, as a team, when I mean we, he left the eye, the hero thing, and wanted to, like, you know what? Because at that time it was coming. Okay, there was a Beckham who was the 7. There was a
no. I think Beckham left. That's why they brought him in.
That's what so I'm saying he's coming in, he's thinking, okay, they have men that have so okay, let me create a name for myself. But he got there and they're like, no. This whole I thing will not work. You have to come with the we. Come with us. And he went with them and instead of flourishing, instead of finding that, okay, the more he was passing the ball, the more they were giving him back the ball, and the more he was finding space in front of the net and he could score. That was how the guy was. Before you know, everybody like, you know what, Rooney and the likes were like, you know what, this guy, let's walk it. 3 or 4, let's do it. And before you know, they were always finding him. And the man was like, okay, it's like this thing I was trying to do before. I think when he left from United, that's when he went back to the eye.
I think when he went,
when he left United, he still played as the wheel for a long time.
Even in United, so Ronaldo, there's listen to his game. Ronaldo sees like this, right? If Ronaldo, I think he believes that. I don't think he sees the eye. I think, like you said, he went to the we, but he believes that him alone can win you a game. That's one belief he had. Like, so basically, we are here, but if the game is hard, myself alone can somehow. I'm not doing enough for Seke to get glory.
Yeah,
I want to win.
Yeah, I want to win. But I want to win. There was the difference between that one.
Yes, and I want to score because people will hear me.
Cool. There was a difference between I want to win and because I don't like to be on the losing end. I want to win, and there's a difference between it and okay, let me score. Let me be the one that actually made us win. Because I want to win means that, okay, you know what? When the ball comes and I see somebody with a clear opportunity, I give them the ball. I'll take on the heat. When you say, oh, he tells to himself, I could be the difference, right? It's a case of not just finding a net. It's a case of, okay, give me the ball. Let me attract these guys to myself. Yes. Let me take them on. Let me dribble them and find a way to make room for you. So there's room for you guys to exploit. Then I can find you. I can pass the ball to you.
Yeah, and also he saw that, you know what, I have so much talent that I can make a difference myself. And again, he also had what they call this purpose for. I remember a game, I've forgotten the game. It was a Champions League game. When the ball was being crossed, Ronaldo was not seen, but he was the one that scored the goal with the header and he almost injured his ribs. So it's like he had this thing of, we have to win this thing, but either me or the team. But somehow we have to win it, right? So it's not about what we call it. Look at it, he's learning free kicks, right, to better himself, right? Which then in long run, right? Because free kicks are basically as a team, right? So when I look at some of our players now, it's hard. And now I don't blame Garnacho though, for he has done I no one corrected him. And also the reason he's doing I right now is that he doesn't know his future. He doesn't know his future. He doesn't know, am I staying or am I going? So if I score a lot of goals, right, it puts pressure for them to keep me here.
No. But when Ronaldo wanted to go, they tell him, so let me not go. Because the thing is, what I'm saying is at 20 years of age.
Let's not compare these guys.
At 20 years of age, right? I know you will say, oh, you've played a long football, you've played 2 seasons, you played this, you played that, right? So I used to use this analogy a lot, and people say it's a different thing. Now you have a girlfriend at 18 years, so because you stayed with her for 2 years with basically not a good environment, the people around you were just living shabbishly, you were living anyhow. So because you stayed around with her for 2 years, lived in the same house, does that make you now so a mastery? Does that make you master the act of, okay, no, yeah, I think I can do this. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. No, it doesn't.
So I don't. It also
Experience
not
is the
right.
best. No, experience is the best teacher. Teacher, they say.
Experience is key, right? But what they call what. And that's why it goes to the point that not everyone has that. Some people are 18, their level of maturity, they'll do that. They'll basically say, I'm ready. So it's not
look
everyone.
look at other aspects of their lives. There's a part that will show that this one is a child.
100%. So, but like Hoyland, Ganacho, I think we have too many young people. So let's start.
Too many. That's another problem.
Hoyland, Ganacho, Kobe.
Look at the front three.
Hoyland, Ganacho,
Zexi.
Zeki is 24. Zeki is not really
a 24.
Zeki is not a kid anymore, man.
24, where we did?
Zeki is not a kid. It's not a kid. Zeki, I think Zeki should be Marshall because 24 Ronaldo don't win the first Ballon d'Or. I'm just saying, I've just Marshall, not Ballon d'Or. 24 Ronaldo has won his first Ballon d'Or. Okay. Right, so what do you call Zeki
Ahmad.
Ahmad is 23, I believe.
Oh, this guys are still young, brother.
No,
okay, yeah, go ahead. Now look at people behind them. Are they common? Are there leaders in that place that could talk to them and say, yo, no, play like this.
Every area of the pitch, you need to have an experienced player. I think up front we're lacking an experienced player. And even what they call even the attacking midfield, we're lacking the experienced player in the attacking sense. So that's why you see in the defense, right? We tend to say defense is good because you have too many experienced players there.
Yeah.
In the midfield, honestly, I think the midfield is just that midfield is okay, but the central midfield, but the attacking midfield is where I think there's an issue with what called experience and also the striking position. So for me, I think like the key part of where we lie right now, the attack. That's where we don't have experience.
And
we don't.
It shows, bro. You can.
It shows, right? It shows. With you need at least two experienced players. Now we have wing backs. Now again, our CMs are good. Our wing backs, we can say they are good, but they're not used to that wing back kind of role. So that's already so the team is basically almost this jointed. You have a good CB, right? Pairing. Your CBs are good. Your midfield is okay with what they call with Bruno and Ugarte. They are okay. Your attack are kids. Your wing back are people that are kids and they don't even know the role.
So there's a lot to deal with. Oh,
so there's actually a lot to actually deal with. There's a lot to actually deal with. So that's why when people say, right, what they call that, they Amara should be doing better. Just try to break it down into different models and see, for example, you're like, no, does this actually make sense? Ask yourself, will an Amas, because we know Inter Milan, they are currently in the what called semis, right?
Yeah.
Inzaghi plays what they play. What this guy plays? They play what Amaran plays, right? Look at those guys. You see the level of experience those guys have. They have core experience, right? So for me, Amas 18, Dogu, we just come from almost relegation side.
Lissi.
Leshy now. Dalo, we know. Dalo. I prepare plan for midfield and play plan for wing back. Yes, I'll take all like yes. Play Dalo in the midfield and play him in wing back. So we don't have it. We don't have, and that you're saying that is the core of the man's game, and that core is basically Zero. So even won't tell
It's
yourself how,
first of all
how is
kids, and
yes,
second kids that they've not been they are not used to that kind of play.
yes. You ask yourself, how is this guy? How did they get to win Leon? How is this guy not lost a game? What they call in Europe? Yeah. Do you know why? Because why? We have been what's what called. They don't know our weakness fully. They don't know our weakness fully. Because if they know, say, but this guy, this wing back, papa, nothing. See, right back, I'll give Dogu, leave Dogu, make it a goal. He go take shots.
Premier League, the Premier League, they give Dalot a lot of time now. Dalot, when he's
Yes,
playing the left wing back, they will
do
give him a
what you
lot of
want. Do what
time,
you want.
a lot of space. He gets
Do
the
what you
ball,
want.
he can't dribble, he will bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back. So it's like we don't have like, and also the Europa is a less physical league because these guys come from Spanish league. They give you time to dribble, time to think. England, time to think what? So you think your leg is broken. So combined with what they call with the intensity of the league, combined with you don't know the position, combined with what they call you are young.
Next season, let's hope for
See,
let's hope for a good transfer window.
I was talking to my friend. He said, Eshko. Said with what I was telling him. Listen, he said, see, he said, if we continue like this, right, I'm gonna get 10. Say, don't hear anybody make noise. I'm gonna get 10 position. Nobody should make noise. Everybody should celebrate him. Yes. He said, because we're looking at it like, oh, it's United. Let's look at the team and say what's the quality of the players on the pitch.
But
that's what we should be looking at.
The pitch is no quality. I'm looking at that Wolves game. I'm like, we are doing everything. I looked at the Wolves game. I'm like, take away Garnacho, bring in another player that knows how to play that 10 role. Put Rasmus on the bench. Give me a Gyökeres
striker. Get you a strong wing back.
Give me I say even put Ahmad back to that right wing back position and let Luke Shaw be on the left back. That game is done.
Yes,
it's done. You didn't change anything. You didn't change much. It is done. Game over for Wolves.
You see, because what you said now, perfect. Because the guy has coached like, okay, this coach is like saying, you build bridge. I don't build the bridge the best way as I can. Now it's the strength of the iron to carry the load. Now remain. But you build the bridge well. You follow all what are called engineering protocols, like your this thing, your beams, your I-beams, and the rest. Right? But again, the quality of the rods are less what they call inferior.
Yeah.
Before road choppers and 1, 2, 3, you don't fall. The same thing, but you built a bridge. Another person can build a bridge with same solid material and will last what they call for years. But the same bridge you built, but different. The material is what they call different. That's what we're saying. I saw that game, we control the game. I say, you know what? I don't see where a goal is coming from. I don't see it.
I'm like, man,
I don't see it. So I think Amaro just needs another what they call. Honestly, for me, he needs like 2 seasons. They let Dalo free because they know.
They do, bro. When he was playing left wing back, every time I'm like, Dalo has the ball again. Whoever the right back is will just take his time and stroll towards that because they know Dalo will not dribble. But if you give that to somebody that will punish you,
see, for example, let's say for example, you give. I think Trincao plays for Sporting, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Mind you give Trincao that kind of ball.
You don't sleep now.
So someone that can take you one-on-one.
Yeah.
Try him. And someone that basically, if Natiri gather him, he can confidently pass that ball to his man. So automatically, like shit, like I can't give you that time.
Even Dogu, you give somebody like that Cherky. Give that guy. You can't say, okay, the boy is coming to check now. Let me wait. Let him trap the ball first.
Cherky, we don't know when I left or right to use. I know. I was like, you can use left to right the cross, left the shot. I'm like, what's going on? I want to ask you one question. Say, for example, let's say Messi Greenwood, they are wing. You want to?
No, you can't. You can't think it now. You can't
before
be
you reason now.
Leg over.
So
They do knee slide.
exactly, yeah, you don't do this like you see the reason to come back. Like, so it's like we don't have the. And again, imagine if Mason Greenwood na your striker.
Disagree with your
See,
striker.
he go dribble. You see that boy say Rasmus in the couldn't dribble that guy, right?
That guy's so far.
You go reach grand there. You go reach grand because so
So
the quality matters. The quality matters.
Like I was looking at that guy, I'm like, what am I watching? This guy's you're puffing and you're puffing. Yeah, you put the pressure. See, the pressure you're putting is like no pipe will burst here, nothing will burst here.
It's like someone that's probably someone that's running, right? The amount of speed air is blowing. It's more than the speed the way it's running. But you are still staying in one place. Like that's what we have. I was talking to someone. I said I don't really like. I'm not really keen about what they call Osimhen. It was like, why? I was like, why? And I'm like, Osimhen. Was I explained to say, is it for United? Which player get aggression? I got to think. So which player get aggression?
But I need this. If they can get this check, he has aggression. He has
skill,
character. Everything. He has skill. He has a way of getting under your defender's opposition skin.
Bro,
he has
everything. So I was like, Osimhen, like you see how Rasmus, right? They bully Rasmus, they bully even Gyökeres played against Arsenal. They keep him quiet. It's Osimhen. When I was said blow, you cannot keep Osimhen quiet. You cannot. He go worry. So if you carry off now, Osimhen's like a Drogba. That in that match, you will know you played for 90 minutes with someone playing with you, even if you not score. So that puts it like that gives you basically like automatically your defense is more. You see automatically your defense is more. They're more. They're more active.
They're now overtly cautious.
They are cautious, right? Which gives other people room, like to at least do what they can do. Because when say this one man, if you carry up with two now, run. So we need one man, at least third man to airports if he carries. And Osimhen will do it. So it was like that's why it would say the only problem with Osimhen is that it's not sure of Osimhen's character. Right? How Osimhen reacts to losses and things like that. Say, but right, if I say to a striker that will give that defense, because I say I want striker like what they call like a Kane, like Lewandowski. He say Eshko. Really complain say Mayu players not aggressive. You know aggressive. That's true. He said Osimhen is aggressive. He's also intelligent. Intelligent. Osimhen is not a selfish player too. That's one thing I know for. It's not a selfish player. So for him, he should get Osimhen. If Rasmus see Agidi, he will either tell and say, you know what, this one off it will make a fine on that club. Yes, that's true. Yes.
Look, I think I heard today that they say United are close to reaching an agreement in personal terms with Victor Osimhen, something like that.
See, if the owners look at that club and break it down, like, you know what, I'm wrong, man. So build a small statue. You did semi-final, so yes. And if they say, oh, we thought Amaro should be doing better, I'll ask you, man, all of you, they sack all of you now. Yes, sack all of you. If you say, I thought you should be sack all of you. Someone will say, oh, David Moyes went to Everton and is doing well. You see the people, he carry people say, see, if you want to do well for Mayu, give us social. You will do it for the next what they call 6 months. Give us a social. You will do it. Because Rashford, every day now 100 meters. Me say already train for a race every day. So it's like I think this Rasmus Højlund will do well under social.
Brother, let me see. Let's read some of this thing. Bro, just give me that check here, bro. He said, I want you guys to watch add-on. This is Jasheri of Club Brugge. Perfect profile we need. Koeman, Osimhen, Seki Jasheri is 2 setback and an experience and a young prospect like Juan Jimenez and the 10 setback at Rosario Central. Bro, do you see all these ones they are calling? It's too much. One quality experienced striker, Osimhen. Cunha, I think you've touched on it. Cunha. So Cunha is one of the 10. A wing back, a good wing back like Sheki, right? Then, bro, that's it. Then,
But I want to ask you a question though. Do you think this Cunha guy? I don't know.
no, the
I
guy
don't
is
laugh when I was.
no, you know,
I don't, I
you
don't
know. I've said it before too. I have my own my own concern about the guy. Like I feel like maybe it's just because he's at Wolves, the club, the size of Wolves, he just stands out. Like he just stands out. But I feel like where he is, he's been instrumental, like you said, 4 wins in the last 5 wins out of 5 in the last 5, right?
Yes.
He's been instrumental in those wins as well, right? He is a player that I don't think if he, depending on the contract he signs, if they go and give him stupid money, he has arrived. No need to keep myself. But I feel like he has character as well. He has character. He knows that 10 very well.
My question is that I don't think he has a technique like I think like he as in
people are
like,
saying.
Yes, I don't think because when I see Sheki and
I was Sheki. I say United carry dirty. Hey God. Nobody can dribble at United. Nobody. If all United players dribbling, right? You can anticipate it. This one will do leg over now. Okay, this one will move to the.
Bro, bless you. That's my concern with what they call Cunha. That's my concern. Can he do a one-on-one dribble? Because I think he runs a lot. Hey,
check it. He touched the ball with left. Before you go left, you don't move. You don't shift, move it to the right.
Yes.
As it's moving into the right, it's already passing that ball. So before you get, bro, that guy will be too press resistant, bro. Before you get to him,
bro, see what I'm saying?
And there's no center of gravity.
Bro, you see what I'm saying? It's like when I look at how we want to control that ball up front, right? I don't know if Cunha is that guy. Cunha is a guy I think like again, if it's because he runs a lot. If it's a counter-attacking kind of play.
No, Tess, that's what you cannot just get only Cunha and hope for the best. You need a technical. You see that Czechie boy. I'm not saying I'm buying, but you see that Czechie boy. The way that you need somebody like that and a 10 like Cunha, right? It's more of test. It's more of complementing each other.
But do you know how much this Sheki now go be wasted we fans don't increase the price?
The people will talk. If Leon go put 70 million, they say they go relegation. Win or no?
Are you serious?
They go relegation.
I know they lost. I know they lost their last match.
So for me, I think that guy, the Czechie boy, won't be more than 30 euros. So that's like, more than 30.
If Sheki is 30 million euros, I'll tell you where we go to. Liverpool will cost Arsenal, very quick, and he will want to go there over us.
I watched that guy. I'm saying, hey, first leg, they kept him a little bit quiet in their home. Second leg with Diro, but the few times he got the ball, then imagine that guy playing with Cunha and Victor Osimhen up front, bro. Imagine levels.
And I think you said one thing, right? We said one thing that we don't have players that can take people on. We don't. I said,
bro,
because Garnacho,
the two people that will do it, you will call them if they lose the ball. Why you try dribble now? Why?
Yes. Because Garnacho is just he runs with the ball. Like, it's not really like I don't see him like a dribbler, like he's extremely skillful.
Footballer, he do just shoulder drop, move. Like shoulder drop, move, get out, find another place.
Because imagine Sheki and Ahmad in your 10s. You are confident I say they will hold that ball and they will recycle them, right?
No, recycle the ball. 10. One of them in right wing back, one of them left wing back, then Cunha, or even play Bruno Fernandes and Meno as the 10. Bro, you are done. Then just get a quality striker up front, bro. If that quality striker play maybe 70 minutes, then bring Rasmus on to clean up. Bro. See, I've been saying it. If we get a striker and don't get good 10s to play, we are just wasting our time.
Yes, now we shouldn't. I think it's like, I think honestly for me, before we change striker, I could not change that 10. That 10 first, and the wing back should be solid.
Wait, Danny, what are you saying? Danny, you're saying 30 million
30
euros
million euros
shaky.
for Sheki,
Oh, okay,
65
okay.
for
Yeah, hey,
20 million.
yeah.
There is one boy that I saw today. He plays for Argentina. The man is looking at.
It's not the Jimenez,
I think it might be. I think like him. It's a bit tall.
mm.
Yeah,
No,
because I said
there's another one. There's another one that is no. I think there's another one that they said is he a midfielder? Yeah, a midfielder.
yeah. This one is a mid fielder.
Yeah, it's Argentina.
If it's from Argentina, let me see if I can find him. I saw the video today of him. It was again, it's just a short clip. I don't like those short clips, but it was what it called. It was pretty skillful in his clips.
Brother, we need skill. We need skill.
We need skill. We need skill. We need skill.
We need skill.
Boy, man, we should round up. We should round up this video.
I watched that game against Wolves, right, man?
Yeah, no. The boys' team is what they call it. It's Franco Mastertuno.
Yeah, is a midfielder.
Yeah. Franco Mastertuno, yeah.
Is a midfielder. This guy that this time we need Zexi went injured.
See, if Amaron cannot help us back, right? I'll let you. There's a spiritual problem with the club. Honestly. Now all of the bad players will injure. And also because we have too many players that, for example, our key players, we have very few key players. And so if they get injured, it actually impacts us.
This Cunha guy test, the truth is, I share in your concern as well. Because I just feel like the hype around this guy is just so much that he might come now, we'll start begging people.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, this free kick. I'm looking at this free kick again. Somebody is showing me the hair punching and saving. Right? The hair starting position first. That free kick is not the same thing, man. They should stop this thing.
No, so I don't know. I will say one thing.
Onana.
Nobody should be blaming Onana for that free kick. Like, you can't just say, as it's not be everything Dagi go save. Dagi, not be everything they save.
That guy that I watched his free kick too. Every small thing Dagi would have saved it. Dagi would have saved. Bro, there are some free kicks the same position. Dagi stood and was looking at them and saying hello.
Yes. Bro. Look at example, Portugal Spain now. That's where the free kick we say. So it's the same thing. So no, it's a fantastic free kick. And that's why for me, I know it's our mad we lost, but I think we don't have the minerals to actually finish games like this. We don't have, because example, quality matters. Quality matters.
For those of us that let me just share my screen so that you see we're not just trying to put Dagi down. Dagi was a good goalkeeper. But look at these things. So let's not make it look like Dagi was
yes.
He didn't have his own. See, this is Dagi here. This is Dagi. Watch, this is Dagi.
And even that one, Dagi was closer.
This is Dagi. This is the hair. This is the hair. This is the hair. This is the hair.
So I see. I think I always say, well, that you can't blame Onana for this, what they call, for that goal. There's no way you're blaming him for that, because that's a fantastic free kick, right? To me, I would not blame Onana for that goal. I think it's poor. Also, by thinking, okay, Onana is at fault. Yeah, we shouldn't be blaming Onana. Fantastic free kick. And again, because we lost the game. If we won the game 2-1, okay, good free kick. The quality, fantastic free kick. Because we won the game. Well, now we lost, right? Oh, Onana, you should have saved. That's why I see. I keep getting pissed, right, when I keep hearing that thing. Oh, that game lost was Europa. Brother, are you mad? There was 120 minutes for everyone to play, right? So yeah, so again, because we lost, then everyone is blaming what they called Onana. So I would not even. The game was honestly like, as in, I watched a bit of that game, right? A bit of the game. I watched a bit because I
watched
didn't
the
find
game. I watched the game.
there was I
The
didn't find
game.
it a live stream to anywhere to watch it. It was a
I
struggle.
watched the game. The game. We controlled that game. It was same thing, bro. Let's wrap it up, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's been good discussion. I think for me though, my only fear is what I call this game
Europa.
is this business. No, this whole thing is a result based business, and I'm concerned for Amaran. Hopefully, the leaders are seeing that it's not this guy's fault, right? He's basically been dealt a terrible hand, and he's trying to do the best if he can. If Amaran wins that Europa, build small status for him, small one first. If he wins that Europa, yes, because again, the Leon game, what they called, is a miracle. People when you talk about what they called passion and drive. At the end of it, is his changes that actually changed that game, bringing in what they call them Kobe and changing our the Lord Maguire to what they called to
They don't give Maguire a night too. They don't like Maguire. All of them.
yeah, so changing Lord Maguire to a striker. So for me, I just honestly I think Amaron
Still Lord Maguire.
I think Amaron will do well, but my fear is I will be given the time, and that's where my concern comes in. As well, I was the only concern I had, like he lost again. I wasn't concerned about jumping point, like the pressure mount on Amaron. I wasn't concerned about like it's just those them Gary Neville. They want to put pressure on him, and Gary Neville they forget say if you give Gary Neville this job, if we say people they break a record, God, they go see record and go run.
Bro.
The good part
Relegation
is that, right?
battle.
See, we'll be saying one thing, right? When we from 6 to 8 they go down, right? Hopefully, this is the last piece of it, right? This is the bottom for us. Hopefully, it's
No.
up. It's
Yeah,
up from
because
here.
this basement get this rock bottom basement that we are in, man. We just hope that they don't find something else deeper than where we are.
Yes. Say, say, well,
So that level down there.
we just give them this relegation fight. If we just deal with that.
All right, big up, Danny. Big up. Yeah, the best problem in South America is similar to Palma, right? Bro, we should see Franco Mastertuno. Bro, whatever we can get this summer. I know they say United don't have money. I know people will say, for me, they say United don't have money. If they said it, they said it. So that's what I can believe. But I just hope that we could do good business and bring in players that move. Because we're 13th in the league in the league, and it shows every game we play in the Premier League. It shows why we are there, right? But let's not take away the fact that prior to that Newcastle defeat, the team has been improving. You've been seeing the thing. You can actually see Ruben Amorim's imprint on the team. It's just the lack of quality,
yes,
especially in the final third, that is killing the team. So I believe in come the summer transfer, they should be able to. They would have identified that issue right now and start working to fix it. Not just getting us kids into the under 18, the academy, the user, and try to graduate them into the senior team. The senior team itself needs some sort of boost, needs to find, because when you graduate those kids into the senior team, if there's no core, if there are no leaders, if there's no team for them to graduate into, it all just you're just wasting effort. Maybe you just want to sell for cheap. But big up, guys. Danny, I really, really appreciate you. Just skinny 17. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Dropping
I
final
will watch the highlight of Jashari and both of them. I will watch their highlights tonight before I go to bed. Then maybe I think there's a game tomorrow. I don't know when next we catch you guys. Maybe on a Friday for possible outcome. Maybe we might just talk about it a little bit. Yeah. Until then, guys, take care of yourself. It was nice having you guys on board today. Thank you for allowing us spend this hour with you today. Until we come your way again, Adon Jeshari. Yeah, Danny, I'll do my I'll watch it, and you on the next show, I think on Friday. I'll tell you what I found about it, if I like him or for me, if your football IQ is high there, if you know when to evade an opposition, know when to pass, and know when to take your man on, bro. Right now, we need that. We need that. But until we see you again, take care. Have a good night. If you're in the morning time, do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye from now.